direction. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Third and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
First down catch there by Gerald Everett, who made the move to the Los Angeles Chargers, knowing that they enjoy utilizing their tight ends. Remember Antonio Gates, Hunter Henry? Everett hoping to be next in line at that position to give them big-time performances.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 17, Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line. Ready.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it. Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. He'll hand off here to Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. We also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Throwing on second down. Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that?
Touchdown, LA! Josh Palmer, his third touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. This one swung out to Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And that was one that I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
On first down, it's Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Samuel. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On third down, Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he stopped immediately there. Aaron Browning, the one who brought him down. The Chargers had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A 7-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Wilson. This will be caught at Samuel. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Curtis Samuel, 76 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. DeAndre Carter. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score. Chargers 49, Broncos 14.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique. and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Second and 6 from the 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Coming up, we're looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaunt, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been